Valuing Fallen Timber. WEDGE TALK by FABIAN Douglas and VICKY SHUKUROGOU. Nillumbik. Nooks and crannies, blood vessel-like pathways for moisture, nutrient flow and oxygen. Imagine a world where there were none, everything compacted, squished, flat. It'd be inhospitable for us and other animals. Around Nillumbik and Manningham, these nooks and crannies come in many forms and are essential for life. You may find them around our homes, in eaves, windowsills, or in between bricks, pavers, or wooden sleepers. In some places, where vegetation has been allowed to grow and cycle, you'll find them among rocks, fallen leaves and branches. Microclimates that develop beneath larger branches and trunks are invaluable. Whether in contact with the ground or exposed to drying air, these are the only homes for many lives. When left in situ, large fallen timber is progressively occupied through the years by a sequence of insect species, with each occupation depending on the age of the wood and the type of decay that develops. Diverse fungi are part of the cycle, creating different forms of rot, which become food for certain insects. Contemplate and feel a sense of awe at how creatures have evolved with a penchant for eating rotting wood. Creatures with iridescent elytra or wing covers, hooked feet, sexually primed antennae, and dramatic metamorphosis, all on a tiny scale. One such beauty is Phaeolus metallicus. As suggested by its name, this longicorn beetle gleams bluish-purple to greenish gold, changing with the angle of light. Unlike many members of its family, the Cerambycidae, it is diurnal. During summer days, adults can be found resting on seed heads of tall grasses or amongst the foliage of shrubs. Their larval stage of life is within fallen eucalyptus branches on well-drained hillsides or fallen trees and branches that have not come into contact with the ground. They like surprisingly dry situations in pale creamy yellow rot where they feed and tunnel. Once they reach maturity as a larva, they create an elongated oval cell, close it up, and with time transform. Their preference for dry wood is a key difference between them and other species, which makes these longicorns important recyclers. Another splendid creature is the golden stag beetle, Lamprema aurata, whose colours range from fiery red gold through gold to golden green, emerald green, and even coppery gold or rich purple for males. Females show a similar degree of colour variation. Some individuals can be brilliant blue or deep ruby red. As those stippled by the best goldsmith with the tiniest tools, their body is a summertime treasure in the bush. Closely related, but with much less vibrancy in colour, is Ceratognathus niger. While Lamprema aurata can be 3 centimetres long, this little stag beetle is less than half the size. Larvae of these two species seem to prefer slightly damp rotten wood, light yellow to reddish mahogany in colour, colonised by species of bracket fungi. These creamy white C-shaped grubs taper at the tip, have yellowish-orange heads and black mandibles. As with all stag beetle larvae, they have a vertical anal slit. Sometimes these species share the same log, with larvae of Ceratognathus niger often feeding closer to the surface of the wood than the larger larvae of Lamprema aurata. They each create a pupal cell within the wood, emerging when the season begins to cool. Around this area, they live the first months of their life as a beetle within their pupal cell, venturing out beyond the log during the hotter months. These and many others are sometimes accidentally incinerated in firewood while patiently waiting for the summer to arrive. The life cycle of the golden stag beetle usually takes 3 years to complete, adding to its complexity. Next month, WEDGE Talk will shine a light on a few more interesting species and their incredible roles in ecosystems, from cycling nutrients, pollinating flowers, and providing food for other animals, including antechinus, phascogales, and birds. About Vicky and Fabian. Vicky and Fabian are both members of Nillumbik a Nillumbik-based group which promotes Indigenous biodiversity. Find out more at nillumbio.org.